say anything.
All right, hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So bad. Kenzie, you shush. It's March 21st, Wednesday, and Matt really wants to do a tag.
We haven't done one in like a year.
So we're gonna do a tag. Okay, we gotta do it really quick because we have to go inside in a few minutes.
In a couple minutes.
Okay, so number 1.
1. Did you date much before you met your husband? ?
Did you date much?
No, I didn't date at all.
No. He was my first boyfriend. I was his first girlfriend.
Aw,
I did it. No, I did it, Jesus. For sure. Matt, you're not gonna find it. Come on.
Yes, I found it.
You
Anyways,
seriously
did online dating exist, and would you have used it? No, and
It did exist.
it existed? No, we had like AOL Instant Messenger,
Oh. Well,
and MySpace barely existed.
online dating existed, but I think for older people, like I know people who are older who did online dating. What is online dating? Like those little Christian Mingle?
Yeah, Christian Mingle. They're talking about like that, and then
You really found that. Okay, so yeah, I think for older, not our generation, but older. Okay, nice.
okay. Where do you think is a great place to meet a guy?
I talk
Church.
to my sisters about this often. I honestly don't know because I'm like, my sisters are like, well, I'm gonna go here. I'm like, no. But then it's like, well, how are you supposed to meet a guy? You know? I think in my mind, I'm a little old school. I think school is a good place to meet a guy.
I guess, yeah.
But,
I mean, the best place to meet a person, it kind of depends on what you want. Because late night at a bar, you'll probably find a one-night stand or something like that. But if you're looking for a long-term relationship, you'll wherever you are. If you are walking through Walmart, you walk in a bookstore, if at work, at
I guess, yeah.
wherever
anywhere.
you are.
Yeah. Kinsley, can you take a nap? That's the next one.
What qualities would you tell single ladies to look for? All of these ones.
Oh, that's right. I think definitely have a relationship with God, being a Christian. What do you tell? Qualities, how they talk.
Yeah, that's. I guess education is a good one. But
I don't know if that's vain or not, but
no, because I don't think you want a tremendously uneducated person to be your life partner.
true.
Because I think that's just asking for a lot of trouble.
Yeah, what's the next one?
So, this is actually a good one. What dating advice would you give to your daughter?
Well, we have 3 of them. So, okay, we're having real parent life right now. Question was, what dating advice would you give your daughter?
Yeah.
I have 3. We have 3 of them. I always said that I would tell my daughters, like, we want to be real about, dating and marriage, and dating is good. You want to be married.
Yeah.
Marriage is a good thing. We don't ever want to say, oh, you can't date. Marriage is a good thing, and it's what God wants, right?
Yeah.
What was the question again?
What dating advice would you give to your daughter?
What dating advice did you give?
I have no idea.
I would say go slow. Take your time. Please don't fall in love fast. I think for me, this is not the question, but I want them to be open and honest with us. And I'm a very realistic person, so I'm going to be real with them as well. And I don't want them to rush into anything.
Yeah, I think Caren and I might be the outlier with the whole dated in high school and then ended up in a really successful marriage. And so I would say breakups happen.
Yeah.
I guess that's part of the advice I would give. But really, I don't know. I really hadn't thought about it before, and I probably should have.
Right, with 3 girls, we definitely need to.
How did you meet, and how old were you?
High school.
17?
16. Was it?
High school. Yeah, you were 16, I think.
Oh, okay.
Did you play hard to get?
I
No.
sure didn't.
I was just excited that a pretty girl was talking to me.
Oh, that's nice. I did not play hard to get. I actually was the getter.
Yeah. Did you know he was the one right away? Did he know?
I do.
I knew.
You guys, I don't know if I told you guys this, but and we were dating, and I literally prayed. I went upstairs in our little, it's not an attic, but we have like an extra bedroom upstairs, and I prayed and I said, God, please let this be the one. And yeah.
What qualities did your husband love about you when you were first dating?
You're asking me?
Yeah, that's a question for you. What qualities did your husband love about you when you were first dating?
I don't know. I was nice.
Yeah, you were nice,
Bold.
pretty, strong.
Yeah.
You were very gosh, convicted is not the right word. You were set in your ways sounds like a negative. You were a Christian girl, and you were bold about it. You didn't try and hide the fact that you were a Christian. You didn't try and do any of that. You went to church and
You dropped me off plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
Getting the 3rd degree. Okay, next.
Oh man, did you have a timeline for marriage in your mind before you got married?
I did not. I knew that I wanted to be a mom. That's all I knew. I don't think I thought about marriage.
I knew I wanted to marry you. I didn't have a timeline though.
Yeah.
That's kind of a weird question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to nudge your husband towards marriage, or did it happen on its own?
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I nudged a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then it happened very quickly. So,
Yeah.
I may have hinted something all over the phone. I was in college, I remember, and that was it.
Yeah, I think I was just waiting for a little nudge that...
We're on the same page.
Yeah, I was a super, being a relatively super insecure person, I was like, oh, she's just going to say no. So I was just waiting for a little nudge, and as soon as I got that nudge, I think, how did your parents influence the kind of marriage you wanted?
My mom and dad were never married, but I did have really a good role model from my grandparents, and man, they had an extremely beautiful marriage. I really, really love their marriage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my parents have been married for 32, 33 years, somewhere around there.
And they have a good marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, I've been around for a few arguments, I mean vice versa, but they have a really good marriage. And I think one of the tips or advice that I wanted to give my kids as well, or anybody out there, if you're dating somebody, look at their parents' relationship or their parents' marriage, or what happened in their parents' relationship life. If their parents have been married for a long time, you have a good shot at having a long-lasting marriage. This is a little tip of advice.
Yeah. What did you love most about your wedding? That's an interesting question.
We had fun. We had a lot of fun. I remember, what did I love? I loved, getting dressed and walking down. I was super nervous walking down. We got married over a little bridge.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I loved the environment, and obviously I loved getting married to you.
Yeah, the environment was really beautiful. I love walking down, and the whole experience, didn't have kids, even though I got pregnant on our honeymoon. Didn't have kids. She's telling me to shush. Didn't have kids. It was just really beautiful. We did a lot of stuff together.
Mm-hmm. What elements of your wedding didn't matter as much as you thought they would?
Sorry, y'all. For me, we had a witness, which is Matt's friend, Marine friend, and his wife. We didn't have any family. I don't know. It didn't matter. I don't think it still matters. I would have liked for them to be there. I would love for them to be there, but at that particular moment, it did not matter.
Yeah, no. Is the first year of marriage really the hardest?
No. The first 3-4 years of marriage are hard. I mean, it's whoa. Our first year of marriage, it was really, really, really difficult because I was I did whatever I wanted. I was very independent. And then I went into being thrown into a Marine wife, moving to Georgia. Matt was leaving me at work. I found out I was pregnant. It was just all over the place, y'all.
Yeah.
Going through hormones for the first time. I've never been pregnant in my life. Him leaving to go to work.
Yeah, and I was working a rough schedule too. That's back when I was working. I would go down into what's known as a limited area, and I would be down there for like 3 days, and we weren't allowed to take cell phones down there. So I'd have to talk to her on a payphone, and it was just, I can't even imagine what that would have been like. Being in a new place, not a whole lot of friends.
No friends. I wasn't driving at the time. You had the car. Mm-hmm. It was not fun at all.
No.
And I don't know if it's because our situation being a military would have changed if we were near family. I don't know, but it all worked out.
Yeah. What advice... Well, it says what advice when you give newlywed couples, but I think it means what advice would you give newlywed couples?
I think just that. The first few couple of years of marriage are not easy, and you have to stick together. I think we talked about it in another vlog too. We've been married for almost 11 years. I've never gone to my sisters, my friends, nobody with marriage issues that we've had or arguments that we've had. Now, we're not perfect, so my family have heard us argue. I mean, it's what it is. We're superhuman.
Yeah.
But I've never gone to them about issues that we've had. And I think that's super important because at the end of the day, this is my husband and father of my 4 kids. I still sleep with this man. We don't argue that much anymore, but so just keep your marriage very sacred to you.
Yeah. Be ready to adjust. Especially if you're in like our situation, we had never really lived together. So we had very different ways that we did stuff. We would, as simple as how to make the macaroni and cheese. Like you never thought you would argue about that, or you would have differences of the way that you make it. But then all of a sudden it happens. And so, yeah, just be ready to adjust. Yeah. And last.
Because we got to go in 5 minutes.
If you're religious, how has your faith influenced your marriage?
Is that his teacher?
I don't know.
That is his teacher. So look at this out here.
Is it bad that I don't remember what color shirt he was wearing this morning?
Like a it's two-tone color.
Oh, okay.
But he has light gray jeans. So what was the question again?
If you're religious, how has your faith influenced your marriage?
It has a great deal.
Mm-hmm.
I think that our faith is number one, and then it's us, and a trickle-down effect. But we pray. I pray for Matt. He doesn't know I pray for him all the time because he doesn't need to know. I pray for him. I pray for our marriage, and I think that's what helps.
Yeah. I think you have to put God before you. I think that's really the only way that anything is going to survive. Realize that you're working for something bigger than yourself, because if you think about you're only working for something for yourself, you're going to get selfish and your entire marriage is going to fall apart.
And I think that's the thing too, is when you have the faith that we have, we believe in consequences, and we believe that, we truly believe this. If you sin or do something, the consequences are going to come negatively on yourself, not only yourself, but your family. Mm-hmm. And you don't want something that you sinned and did to affect your family, your husband, your kids, nothing. So that's what our faith, we believe. And so
I was just listening to a lecture about that.
Well, I truly believe that, and we try to live our lives like that. Mm-hmm. We're not perfect, but we do try to live our lives like that. That was the end of the questions.
Yeah, that was 17 questions.
And that's perfect because we got to go get our kids or see our kids. Thank you guys, and we miss you guys. Hopefully we'll be back with some more tags. That was a new tag we haven't seen, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, I like that.
If you guys like it, do it and tag us in it, or let us know that you did it. We will see you guys in the next one. Bye.